Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I make my fruitcake slash black cake. Now I did have my butter sitting out pretty much for half of the day, and I'm going to be starting with it. It is now at room temperature, and with that it's a lot easier to blend, so keep that in mind. And I'm going to be putting in 4 sticks of butter. And next I'm going in with my 2 cups of brown sugar. The demerara sugar is what I'll be using today, and it's Guyanese. And now let's get to mixing. Now if you have a standing mixer, that will be a lot easier. I'll just be using my hand blender. Now it took me between 8 to 10 minutes to get my butter and sugar mixture the consistency that I was looking for. Now you can take a spatula and clean off the sides as you do it. And it is as fluffy as I need it to be right now. And now I'm going to start putting in my eggs one by one. And I remove that white type of membrane that tends to make it kind of raw. And I'm going to place the eggs in one by one and mix thoroughly before adding the other egg. Next, I'm going to be going in with the zest of an orange and a lime. And I'll be putting in 1 tablespoon each and moving that around. Now I'm going to be going in with my vanilla essence and my almond essence. I'm using 1 tablespoon each as well. And next, I'll be going in with my fruits that I soaked. Now I do have a video up of how I soak my fruits. And I'm going to start by placing them in there. I'm using 1 1/2, 1 full jar and a half of the other jar. Oh my gosh, guys, when I opened that jar, that smelled so good, those soaked fruits. Now I'm just going to be adding the whole thing in now. And you can see from this mixture, not everything is pureed. There are chunks of currants and prunes and cherries and raisins, everything all in there. And now I'm going to start mixing again, just to make sure everything is well incorporated in that butter, sugar, egg mixture that we have right now. Now, do not worry if your batter looks like this, where it's separated, the butter separated, because once you add your flour in, everything is going to be well incorporated, so no worries. Now, when doing my fruit cake, I also like to put some Angostura aromatic bitters in there. So I'm just going to put in about 1 teaspoon. Next goes in my Grace gravy browning. Now I'm going to do it gradually. I do not like my cake too dark. So I'm going to start with about 1 tablespoon of browning and pretty much build up on that color that I'm looking for. So I am going to be adding another tablespoon of that gravy browning, as it is still a bit light for my liking. And here I sifted 3 cups of all-purpose flour, and I have nutmeg, baking powder, salt, and cinnamon that I will be adding to this flour. I'm going to take my whisk and just whisk it around, making sure that everything is well incorporated. And now I'm going to start going in with my flour. Now I'm going to be going in gradually, and I'm going to be folding it in. And this is the last bit of flour that I'm putting in right now. And I'm going to continue doing the folding. And now I'm just going to be adding about half of a cup of some of that Bacardi rum. Now you can add port wine as well at this point. My batter is looking and smelling so good. Now at this point, if you wanted to add more gravy browning, you could. I just don't like mine way too brown, so I leave it without. And now it's time to start adding them to the cake pans. Now for this, I'm going to be using one 11-inch pan and one 9-inch pan. And do not put it too close to the top. I would advise you to leave at least an inch to an inch and a half of space between the batter and the top of your pan. And now to remove any type of air bubbles there may be, you're just going to hit the pan slightly down and it removes those air bubbles for you. Also, it's going to give your cake a smoother consistency. Now, also, when putting in my cake for baking, I do like to put in a pan with water in there inside of my oven. What that does is prevent my cake from drying out whilst it is baking. So here I am going in with that tray. Okay, so my cake is going into my oven, and the bake time is between an hour and 30 minutes to an hour and 45. Oh my gosh, guys, and here we are. I'm just using one of my skewers to just put a few holes in the cakes so you can better absorb the alcohol. Smelling so good, guys.